Tonight, less than 24 hours after a big debate, Senator Marco Rubio held a rally in Dubuque a couple of hours ago, attracting perhaps his biggest crowd yet in the state of Iowa. Senator Rubio got high marks for his performance in the debate, with the Daily Caller writing, quote, "Rubio wins final debate before Iowa caucuses, while Cruz flubs it." National Journal wrote, quote, "Rubio makes the most of his final debate opportunity." And the Fiscal Times wrote, quote, "Cruz and Rubio dominate the last debate as stand-ins for Trump." Right after that debate ended, Senator Rubio met with Frank Luntz and his focus group. Watch.
What does he need to know about you, your lives, your experiences?
Basically, the thing that we love about Iowa, that I love about Iowa, is the fact that it's a simple way of life. If you can make it as difficult as you want. But we're not city people. Rush hour is about 5 minutes. And we do care about our fellow Iowans deeply, and we also really feel very strongly about education.
In the back.
I was a strong constitutional state, and we want the government off our lands, out of our state, and just to leave us alone and live.
One more.
As it relates to the political process, we take this very seriously. I mean, every conversation all day long is always about politics, and it's on both sides of the aisle. And I mean, it's a true great representation of the entire nation on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what should they know about you that they wouldn't know?
Well, the first of all is my view of it is that's not just Iowa, that's most of this country. On the issue that you talked about, the federal government and the Constitution is a document of limitation. We have gotten, I do a lot of town halls now. People are always asking, when you're president, what are you going to do about this? Oftentimes the answer is, that's not the federal government's job. Sometimes it's not even the government's job. We have to get back to realizing there are a lot of problems in America that the government cannot fix. We have to fix it as people and as a community. And as far as the process, I love this process. I really do. I am so impressed every day by the questions I get in town halls. I mean, these are people who just got off of work and are asking me about detailed public policy concerns. So I know that Iowa's paying attention, and I've really enjoyed it. It's made me a better candidate. It's going to make me a better president.
So watch this. How many of you walked in here supporting Marco Rubio? When you walked in here at the beginning, 3 of you. How many of you are going to walk out of here supporting Marco Rubio? Raise your hands. Look at that.
That's good.
It's a good debate.
Maybe another 10 minutes, and maybe I can get more of them. I'm looking for the ones that didn't raise their hands. We'll wait for you outside.
What is the greatest challenge facing the country today?
Entitlement reform.
What do you mean by that?
Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, interest on the debt, you combine them all together, they're going to eat up everything else in the budget.
What's the greatest challenge?
Faltering economy.
And again, explain.
Well, just that it hasn't rebounded the way that it should have, that the jobs that we have are not paying as well as they were in the past, and people are still struggling.
Greatest challenge.
Restoring our family structure. It wasn't discussed, but you know, it's something that I think is very important because families are really the fabric of our country.
So are these the role of Washington? Is this the role of the next president?
The debt is most certainly is, because the debt is the federal debt. And you're right, 70% of our budget is Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, the interest on the debt. If we don't do anything, we have a guaranteed debt crisis. On the issue of the family, that's critical. I mean, the family is the backbone of society. Government can't make stronger families. Okay? I can't pass a law that makes someone a better father, mother, husband, or wife. But we shouldn't have any policies that undermine the family. And the job's not paying enough? Absolutely. That is the fundamental issue. When Obama says we're creating all these new jobs, they do not pay enough. And one of the reasons is we got to make America the best place in the world to create the best jobs of the 21st century. But we have to make it easier for people to acquire those skills.
Is the American dream still alive?
Yes.
Yeah,
it is, absolutely.
I was going to say, you're nodding your head no.
I think one thing that's frustrating is that we, the people, did elect Republicans to the Congress and the Senate, and we expected something different to happen.
Right.
And nothing different has happened.
You guys agree with that?
So we want to know what our leader that we are going to elect is going to do something to change that.
That's exactly why I'm running. I've only been in the Senate for 5 years. You think it's tough there? I have to work with these people, okay? There's no urgency. The whole immediate reaction is, once they get elected, what do we have to do for 2 years to get reelected and grow our majority? We don't have time for that anymore. 2016 will be a turning point. We will either be greater than we've ever been, or our kids are going to be the first Americans that inherit a diminished country. The time to act is now.
Senator Marco Rubio.
Thank you. Thanks, Frank.